Hey guys, it's time for my March wrap-up and book haul. So this month I read The Everyday Science of Life by J. Ingram, and I did give that 2 stars. I wrote a review of it over on Goodreads if you want to check it out. I'll link it down below. I also read several Full Metal Alchemists because I had to catch up, and I think I still need to catch up, but it's a really fun series and I'm really enjoying it. I listened to Ptolemy's Gate, the third and final book of the Bartimaeus trilogy by Jonathan Stroud, and yeah, I totally loved it. It met all of my expectations with the entire series and it wrapped up everything very nicely. I also finished that series, which means I get to put a little tally mark right here. One of my reading goals this year is to finish at least 5 series, so there is number 1, and then The Everyday Science of Life was another non-fiction right there, so that's 2 out of 10 of those. I also read a really wonderful middle grade fantasy called Always Neverland by Zoe Barton. I do intend to do a book review video of this as soon as I can, so definitely look forward to that. But it's a great book playing off the Peter Pan story, and it just, oh, I loved it so much. And I'm currently in the middle of 2 books right now. One of them was from the list swap list that my sister gave me back in February, so I'm still working on that, and that is The Incorrigible Children of Ashton Place, The Mysterious Howling by Mary Rose Wood. And I am listening to this on audiobook, and it's the first book in a series, and it is just a really fun and interesting story. And I think I have 1 disc left, and I'm interested to see how this ends. So my sister is finally happy that I am really enjoying at least one of the books off of her list. That's actually 2, I think, so far, because I really enjoyed The Strictest School in the World by Howard Whitehouse. That's the first book of the Rubber Bones and Emmeline mysteries. I think that's what the series is called. And I did actually finish that technically this month, but I think I featured it in last month's video because that's when I mainly read it. The other book I'm in the middle of right now is Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. This is not my normal reading style. It's kind of dark. It's actually really dark. There are ghosts, oddly enough. So much for me not reading things with ghosts, because I find that I am picking up a lot of kind of haunted stories lately, but I am actually really enjoying this. I was listening to it on audiobook at first, but then I realized that that wasn't such a good idea, listening to it late at night in the dark right before I went to bed. Not the smartest choice. And on to the book haul. Drum roll, please. So, I just got back from a writers' conference in Ephraim, Utah, and it was really fun, and I can't believe that I haven't been to more conferences like that. But I did pick up a couple of really good books, or at least they're really good-looking books. The first one is The Stone of Valhalla by Mikey Brooks. This is a brand new release, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. I think the cover is really gorgeous. I love the purple and the red. Also by Mikey Brooks, I picked up The Dream Keeper, and I've heard a lot about this book. I have seen this book advertised a lot, and I just have not gotten around to reading it yet, so that will be solved very soon. The other book I got just sounded far too interesting to pass up. It's called The Unwilling by C. David Belt. It's the first book in the Children of Lilith series. This is a vampire story, but it meshes the vampire folklore with a lot of rabbinic tradition and mythology, as well as, I guess there's a biblical reference to someone or something named Lilith, and somehow that ties into the vampire story. I'm not really sure yet. Reading the book, I think that it will become clear, and so I was just really intrigued by the whole idea of rabbinic and vampire folklore somehow being meshed together. So I am really looking forward to reading this one. So I hope you guys all enjoyed your reading in March. Just a reminder for anyone who's interested, April is just around the corner. Oddly enough, that happens at the end of March. We are starting over at my Goodreads group, Serial Readers. We are going to start reading The Count of Monte Cristo starting April 1st. It looks like we will be reading 3 chapters a week, and we're going to have some discussions and stuff about it, and it should be really awesome, so don't forget to join that if you're interested. Alright guys, I will see you later.